When it comes to winning things, at the end of the day, us Brits really aren't all that good at it. It's our nature. We're just too nice, too polite and too reserved half of the time to really force our way to the top of the tree in anything. And it's exactly the same when it comes to bike racing. Look at the figures. Our last world champion in Moto Grand Prix was the late great Barry Sheene over 20 years ago. And 20 years in anyone's book is a long time without a world champion. Obviously, we're not without our successes. This year in particular has seen us kicking foreign backside all over the track in World Superbikes, with Hodgson atop the lot and Messrs Toseland and Walker routinely hopping onto the podium alongside a cheery Neil. Then there's Dougie Lampkin, who must be 95 odd times World Trials champion, no mean feat there, and of course Jamie Dobb, who managed to take the World 125 motocross title a couple of years ago. But these examples, impressive though they are, simply aren't enough, and where countries like Spain, Japan and Italy have made themselves into regular motorcycle superstar factories, we simply aren't trying hard enough here at home because there's just not the framework in place for our two-wheeled stars of the future to get the backing, support and training they need to stand a chance of leaping onto the world stage. Or should I say there wasn't, because for the last 3 years the ACU Academy has been slowly building its own efforts and cultivating our new champions from their base in Rugby. And we're here today to meet a bunch of their current students to find out a bit more. The Academy selects the most promising young riders from the ages of 12 and upwards every year from a vast field and then puts them through a 3-year programme covering everything a future champion could need. From how to court sponsors and talk proper on the telly like, to developing the right diet and, of course, perfecting those essential riding skills. Think of it as Top Gun for hungry young racers and you're on the right lines. We're here now with the man behind the ACU Academy, Dave Luscombe. So Dave, how did you get involved with the Academy?
I've always been involved in motorcycles and the training industry, and I've also had a commercial background, and it was these sort of things they were looking for when the ACU invited me to a meeting in August 2000 and said, there you go, blank sheet of paper, set up an academy. The concept simply was to create British winners, and we've been trying to do that ever since.
Is that because the ACU and the powers that be had realised that no matter how well British riders were doing, it wasn't as well as the rest of the world?
Yeah, I don't think there can be many people who are interested in motorcycle sport that haven't said, when are we going to have a British Valentino Rossi? And it's since Valentino has dominated the sport really that it's proved the point that Britain is lagging behind.
So you're looking to bring the riders on, put them back on the map?
Essentially, yeah. I mean, people say, have we got the talent to have another Valentino Rossi, a British Valentino Rossi? The answer is yes, we have. There's so much talent out there, but there are so many problems within the sport that stop it. Yeah.
So just running through what you would do. First of all, how do you find your students and what do you look for? What picks one out as being someone you want?
The selection process starts off with everybody sending in a CV. You know, any road racer can apply. The only criteria is you have to have done 1 season's racing. We pick out the best 20 and then we interview them. We have an interview panel that includes our sports psychologist, a couple of motorcycle journalists who've been in the sport a long time, myself and a couple of ex-racers, people like Steve Sawford who've won many British championships and also raced at GP.
Yeah. We
interview the riders, we ask them what motivates them, why they go racing, and we interview the parents, because when you're talking to kids, the most influential factor to a youngster is his dad or his mum, whoever takes him racing. And you can have a kid with the best talent in the world, but if his dad is coming at it from the wrong direction for the wrong reasons, it's a waste of time. You can't remove them from that. I have a dream.
I have a dream.
And my dream is to be able to be sat in the ACU hospitality suite at Redgate Corner and see an ACU Academy product rider take a podium finish in a MotoGP. If I can do that before I die, that's my job done.